Cheers, my thrifting friends. Good afternoon. I am here at a Salvation Army in Springfield. It's the afternoon though. I had a really slow morning. I don't know, it was really dreary this morning, and then I decided, well, I gotta go grocery shopping anyway, so let's head out to the Salvation Army and see what we can find. I locked my car. Okay, yeah, I've been having really good luck lately, so I'm hoping the thrifting angels are with me. I don't know what I'll find here, but I'm really hoping for some glass. I've been obsessed with glass lately. I don't know what's going on with me. And then some modern things. I'd really like to bulk up my inventory of modern things that I want to switch over my Christmas room once Christmas is over. So hopefully I can find some modern decor, some really fun stuff. Who knows? Fingers crossed we find some cool stuff, so let's check it out and see what they got. So today when I walked into this Salvation Army, they had a beautiful display of their furniture. I couldn't believe how much furniture they had. I felt like I was walking into Raymore and Flanagan. It was amazing. And yeah, I really loved looking at the pieces, although the price was kind of high, $79.99 for these 4 chairs. They were beautiful, but that's expensive because, I mean, I don't know. I don't think that wicker is very practical. That coffee table was also beautiful. Loved it. All right, let's go to the art gallery. That's what I call it when they have all their art displayed. I was instantly drawn to this piece that was almost like a French country piece, but it was $9.99. I think that's kind of high, so I did leave that. But I did love the subject matter. I thought it was really pretty. I wish it had been a little cheaper. Yeah, I couldn't afford that. This also instantly caught my eye. You could see there was a $10 price tag from maybe an estate sale. And yeah, the Salvation Army thought they could just get more money for it. Crazy. Meanwhile, this one was $5.99. I don't understand their pricing. So that was amazing. I'm definitely grabbing that, and I put it in my cart for sure. And again, I'm just looking for original pieces, vintage pieces. It looks like this was also an amazing vintage piece. $24.99 though, you guys. And it was not an original piece of art. It was definitely a print. Or like some kind of print. Yeah, $49.99. That's crazy. Oh my word. Now this was the star of the show. She was beautiful. I wanted to take her home so bad for resale, but at $19.99, I do not have good luck with, I think this is called crewel work. I don't have good luck with this. I have had beautiful crewel work pieces in my store and not sold them. I've actually packed them away season over season, and I don't know why, because I do believe this is such a beautiful craft. I love it, but it's just not popular. I don't know. Comment below, you guys. Do you have the same problem if you are a reseller? Okay, this was amazing. $2.95. Perfect. I even love the back of it. It's an original watercolor with some pen and ink, and I love the subject matter. She was amazing. So we're going to take her. Oh, look at that cute little dog. What a little doll. Oh, I never grab anything with sayings on them, but they are cute. I was hoping this frame was better quality, but it was not. So I did put it back. And I'm still hoping to find something good. I'm really trying hard. Ooh, I really love this. This is really nice. And the price seemed okay. It was $5.99. But then I switched over and saw that the TJ Maxx price was only $7.99. So I'm not gonna make any money on that. So, and it had some condition issues. It definitely was broken in the corners or pushed in, divoted. I'm not quite sure what the right word would be. So we did not take that one, but I did think it was a very pretty price, or a very pretty print, and an okay price, but yeah, wasn't gonna work. This was very pretty. But I don't do well with those kind of prints either. All right, let's check out some furniture close up. Looks like they've been overpricing things. I saw a lot of pieces that had crossouts and markdowns. And at $14.99, that's still really high for all the damage on this piece, the missing hardware. There was only one. I mean, if they had had a pair, it would have been possibly worth it to definitely pick it up as a reseller. to refinish those. But yeah, this other gentleman was walking around. You could tell he was a reseller, a furniture refinisher. He was looking for a good bargain, but I don't know if he found one. All right, this mirror is really catching my eye. I love this. I love that beautiful etched margin. So this is an east-west mirror, and those bars are supposed to be side to side, so it's laying on its side. And I really, really like this. Boy, did I consider this. I was looking at it. Look at the date, 1952. That's amazing. That's probably when the person actually hung it in their house or something like that. This would have been amazing in a bathroom. If you're doing a bathroom makeover and you want that beautiful Hollywood look, that would have been perfect. I love this lamp. I love the color, the blush pink, and all that design that was painted on really nicely. But the bottom of it was really rusted. So that's why I left it, because the base of it was extremely tarnished and rusted. That was not going to work for me. And I did not see any other lamps that I thought I could make a profit that would do well in my store, unfortunately. So I left them all. I'm back at this mirror, you guys. It's $14.99. That's amazing. I left it. I'm a jerk. I can't believe I left this. I think it was because it was so heavy. I was going to need somebody's help. And I didn't want to ask for anybody's help to I should have just asked for somebody's help, because this was actually an amazing piece. I think I could have done really well with this in my store. I have sold these before. If you go back and look at some of my videos, I found a matching pair one time, but they were more manageable and they were half the size, and I found them at a Goodwill. This one was huge. I don't know. Maybe I made a mistake. Maybe not. I am looking to see if they have any smaller pieces that I might be able to pick up for the store. This was really cool. Boy, does that look like the 50s. That was really, really interesting, to say the least. That rocker was pretty. They had a lot of these high back chairs, which I thought were really nice. They were very farmhouse looking to me. I thought they were nice. And they didn't have a lot of matching chairs, though. They had a lot of maybe 2 or 3. I didn't see too many sets of 4. This was a great price for this Windsor type chair. A lot of country style chairs. They also had a couple of tables, some farmhouse tables, a nice outdoor table there. And then they had this beautiful set of china, which I thought was nice, but not this. That was $16.99. Those big wrought iron candle holder things. That was way too much for that. But I thought that this right here looks like it was made in Japan. They had a really big set of it, and they wanted $25. And I thought for the holidays, that was a really nice matching set. Okay, this is where the pricing has gone crazy. Bed Bath & Beyond has only been out of business for 2 or 3 years. I think they went out of business in 2022. Look at $19.99, the same price that was on it as new at Bed Bath & Beyond. That's crazy. I like the color of these glasses, but they look like they might have been jars that food came in. I don't know. They had a funny top to them. Like they had covers that went to them at one time. I wish this cup was bigger. It was really tiny. I couldn't think of a good use for it. At $1.95, I didn't think I could resell it for much more. And I thought I don't know. I couldn't think of a good use for it. So I left it. This fish was out of season, but if for the right price, I would definitely store it. Oh, $10.97. That's not the right price. So I left it. This was interesting. It looked new, but then wait a minute, it's cracked. I thought this would have been cool to pick up for my gift section. I have a section in my store where I try to feature things with tags on them. So new condition items that people can pick up for gifts or to make stocking stuffers or something like that. But that had a big crack in the lid. So we did leave that. We did. This was interesting. This was glass. I remember when glass fruit and glass vegetables was a really big thing. You couldn't go into a Marshall's or a TJ Maxx without seeing a lot of it. Okay, I definitely grabbed this. I am not leaving uranium glass behind twice in my reselling career. I realize it's missing the creamer. I think this is the sugar. And I'm not leaving that behind. It didn't even have a price. That's okay. They ended up selling it to me for $1.99 up at the register. They will price things that don't have a tag on them at this Salvation Army. Now, I really wanted to grab these. I think these might be anchor hocking. I'm not 100% sure. I'll have to look them up. but there was only two. They were the right price. They were only $1.95 each, and they were the nice big glasses too, very big. But only two, I left them. This design is the same as the cruettes that I found for our infused oil. So John and I made some infused oil a few weeks ago, and we decant that oil into a rosemary and a basil cruette, which matches those mugs. But I don't want the mugs, so I left them. All right, this looks like an interesting novelty piece. And for a second, it had me fooled to be vintage, but look at that home goods tag. That's not vintage. And it was $5.97. That's probably what it sold for in home goods. So I left it, but at a quick glance, it looked vintage to me. So that definitely fooled me. All right, I'm trying to find some cranberry glass. I'm getting distracted by that little soldier guy. Okay, this is glass. It was pretty. But it was a singleton and $6.99. Oof. Yeah, I was not having the best of luck with prices at this Savers. I don't know what's going on, but they had somebody that was marking stuff up kind of crazy. All right, this is a really sweet vintage piece. I thought this was so sweet. This sleigh, if I didn't already have one, I have one already, which I really love. And this one was $5.99. That's not bad. I think I paid similar to that, but it is a Christmas tree shops, but it was really sweet. It was made to look vintage. The one that I have is an actual vintage one, but this is still really sweet. I would still grab this if I was into vintage Christmas. Oh, well, I am. I mean, for anybody into vintage Christmas is what I meant to say. I would definitely grab that. It's got the look. This was pretty, very ornate, very Victorian looking. I mean, it does look like Easter, but this is the kind of stuff I would pick up and store away, definitely. Ooh, I wanted this so bad, but his nose is broken. Darn it. Oh, what a shame. That was a really cute Christmas piece. Too bad. I don't know. I'm looking at the centerpiece. Maybe that might be something, but this was really pretty. I would put a tea light candle in that. I thought that was really pretty. Very nice painted glass. Is this spode? No, it's not. So we left that. This was really pretty. Now this looks like a legit vintage piece. It was only $2.95. I really considered this. I would have definitely taken this if it had its cover. It's a beautiful Christmas teapot, but you can see it's missing its cover. I was so disappointed. All right, well, I am done shopping. Let's get all this in the car, get it home, and take a look at my haul. I can't wait to show you. We are done shopping. We had some fun. I picked up a few really pretty things. Mostly artwork. We had artwork going on in here today. So I did see one piece that I absolutely loved, but they just wanted so much for it. It was a beautiful needlepoint piece. I think I showed you guys in the footage how beautiful it was, but they wanted $20 for it, and I have tried to sell needlepoint pieces in my store before, really beautiful ones, for less than that, and I still haven't been able to move them. So I know there's something about needlepoint. It's not popular. I think a lot of people like to look at it, but not really purchase it for their own collection. It's not a highly collectible item. So it killed me to leave it, but I just know that it's not that resellable. But anyway, I had fun myself and I picked up some really good things. So let me get them in the trunk, get them home, and yeah, it was a great way to spend my afternoon. All right, that was a chaotic start. I'm so sorry. Okay, let's get right into it. So I was at the Salvation Army and I grabbed a couple things. So let's take a look. I found this matching pair of golden, these are modern. We're not trying to be collectible here. We're just trying to have some really pretty modern things. I paid $2.99 each for these. And they're just a gold speckled container. I thought maybe if somebody had two plants or I don't know, I'm thinking plants, like if somebody just had some plants, or you could just put a candle inside of these and then light it up, and I think at night it would shine through this gold speckled paint really nice. So I got those. So those are for the store. I also found this really cute duck. I paid $3.95 for him. And I got him for the store as well. These are always a big seller for me. I have a huge collection I don't need any more ducks unless they're super special, like, you know, a big heavy wooden one from Maine or Canada or something like that. But this is just a regular degular. He looks hand painted to me. He feels like he's resin. So he's like a hand painted little resin guy, but he'll go get in my store. That'll be fun to add to my store. And then to go with that, the whole kind of old world look, I found a globe. I paid $4.99 for that. And again, modern. I scored for modern, and I do need modern things in my store. You know, I mix it up. I have modern and vintage. I love them both, as do my customers. So I always make sure I have a good selection of either or. So this is just for modern decor, and I love these beautiful, warm, earthy tones of this, and the wood base is really nice. So I think I'm gonna easily sell this. Someone's gonna love this for their bookcase or some old world display that they've got going on. I did find some ceramics that were really interesting. I found this one tile. I love the subject matter of the, I'm gonna say that's a blue jay with the pine cones. I think that's really beautiful. I paid $2 for this. I think he was like $1.99, and he's got the feet on the bottom. So he could be like a trivet. I think he's meant to be a trivet, or you could put it on the wall. It's got a molded little hole there that you could, you know, a screw head would fit in. So you can put it on your wall. You can put it as a trivet, and I absolutely love it. All right, my favorite piece has to be this. This is stunning, and I kind of did score. I only paid $3 for it. So, oh my God, I love this planter. I'm gonna definitely keep this for myself because I absolutely love blue and white. I have a really big collection. I think I have maybe 3 or 4 planters already that are blue and white. So, and I have like a really big ceramic garden stool that you guys saw me thrift earlier this year, months and months ago. And I love that whole blue and white for the garden. Love this, keeping this. I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna use this. And then the last ceramic piece I grabbed was this egg. It just looked so Victorian to me. I guess it's Easter. I think I'm going to save this for my vintage Victorian Easter decor. I did pay $1.99 for this one. And it's so beautiful. I love the colors. I love the flowers and the roses. So I am definitely saving this for my Easter decor. And that's really hard to find. Vintage Victorian Easter decor. That's such a niche. I mean, whenever I see something like this, I always grab it. This has to definitely be my favorite piece. I have learned my lesson very, very hard way about uranium glass. One time I left a sugar in a creamer uranium glass that was very reasonably priced in a thrift store in Massachusetts. And oh my God, I felt terrible about it. But this I found, this is probably the sugar. It's missing its creamer, but that's okay. And I know you guys often wonder, well, how do you know if it's uranium? A lot of you already know this if you're reselling. But if you don't 100% know, where you're not into uranium glass, oftentimes you'll go into a antique mall or a flea marketplace, and they'll have these kind of black lights like in their booth, and they'll be having that like shining into the glass that they have for sale, and to show you that it is uranium. So the uranium in the glass reacts with the blue light to give it this glow. So clearly this is uranium glass, and I got this for $3 at the Salvation Army. I absolutely love it. I'm just gonna add it to my collection. I don't have very many pieces. I do have a set of drinking glasses that are uranium glass, but that's all. So we're gonna add this to my collection. And then I got this modern piece, this double tiered tray. As you guys know, these are super popular. Lots of people love these for their bathrooms, to put all of their personal products and their like soaps and stuff like that. Or they love these for their coffee corners where they can put all their K-cups and all of their different syrups and stuff. So anyway, these 2-tiered trays sell like that. If you have them at a good price, people are going to definitely grab them. So I grabbed this one, and I'm going to bring that into the store for sure. And then I found one piece of pottery, which isn't bad. I wasn't in an area where pottery is very popular or readily available. So to find the one piece is totally cool with me. It's definitely a plant pot. It's got the drainage holes. I did pay $3 for it. It's just a simple planter with a really basic blue glaze. but this is a very popular item. People love grabbing these and picking them up for their house plants, especially this time of year where we really start appreciating our house plants, because it's going to be a long winter and our house plants are going to be the only green things we have to look at. All right, and then the last group of stuff that I grabbed was artwork, and I always do well at this location for artwork. It's funny how different locations are known for different things that they have a lot of. It's kind of weird, huh? I guess it's a function of the neighborhood they're in or whatever, but this neighborhood likes art, so I always pick up really good art. The first piece I grabbed was this old farm shoe with a little bird's nest in it. Is this the most unusual thing? This is so cool. I love this. This was $2, and it's just so unique on this plank of wood, this really unique, very primitive. I think it's very cool. I love this thing, and someone is going to absolutely love this when they see it in my store, I am sure, because I love it. I want to keep it. I think it's so amazing. And then I grabbed this, I don't know what, this looks like a Matisse print, but I don't know if this is a Matisse print or a real watercolor in the style of Matisse. It's really hard for me to tell. I don't know if you guys can tell if I put it close enough. I really can't tell, but I love the back of this. Look at the beautiful fancy paper on the back of that frame. That is so cool. I got this for $2.95. Bargain. I love how unique and cool this is. This is totally amazing. I don't know what about it really attracts me. Like I said, it looks like it's in the style of Matisse. Maybe it's a Matisse print. I got nothing. I couldn't find anything online for it. So it's this very unique kind of pilgrim, early 1700s lady. I love it. I think it's very cool. If you love old stuff, very cool. And then I did grab, this is definitely an original painting. It's signed by the artist. This was $5.99. I'm going to try to get it where there's no glare. You can sort of see it's a beautiful still life of fruit. I do believe that this is, it's not on fabric, but it looks like a chalk drawing, a chalk work of art, a pastel chalk. Yeah, that's what it looks like to me. It kind of looks like a pastel chalk. It is new. I don't think it's been used because it's got the tag, the protector still over the, it's modern, but I'm sure it's not an actual chalk, but it looks like one. It kind of looks like that. So there's that. And then the last piece I picked up was this extremely beautiful French provincial French country white plaque. This is really heavy. I did pay $5.99. Oh no. Yeah, I paid $5.99 for this. And yeah, it's just this really heavy plaster plaque. It's a very French provincial styled piece of art. I think it's really beautiful. Somebody who has this very feminine style is gonna see this and definitely want to add it to their collection. Hi guys, so I'm going to be decorating my front door today. I brought out all my stuff. I'm going to show you what I have and we're going to put it all together. So what I'm working with is I keep these urns out here kind of year round. So I have 2 lit trees and I already put one in. I'm just using bricks. I'll show you what they look like. So these are actually from Front Gate. I got them thrifting. I paid $10 for the both of them. And they have like a, they're meant to just go like right into the ground. But I put them in these urns with, I just have it sitting in here with some bricks. So I'm going to do that for this one. And then I have a flag, which I'm going to put, we have a flag flying from our upstairs. I got that one at, looks like I got that at Salvation Army for $2.99. So I'll take that sticker off and we'll put that flag on the upper level. I've got these 2 bells, which are really nice. They're a bell with bells on them and some beautiful pine boughs. And then I have these 2 wreaths. These are matching. And I don't actually think I got these thrifting, because you can never find two that match when you're thrifting. I think I purchased those new from Big Lots, but I purchased them when they were going out of business. So I love that look on my dark green door. And then I have this French horn, which I showed you guys like last video, I think. So I got this one. I can't remember where I got this, if I got it from Goodwill or Salvation Army, but it's beautiful. Looks very Ralph Lauren. And my idea was to put it with, I don't know if that's going to look okay, to put it with this wreath. Let's see if I can make this, whoops. See if I can make this look right. I lost the pine cone. That's okay, we'll just put that right back in here. That was up here somewhere. There we go. Not sure if I like this or not, but I love the look. Just not sure. I think it looks nice. Let's take a couple steps back. I think I like that look. Well, let me leave that for now. So I did get these to light up. I think they look so pretty. Oh, I really like these. Yeah, for sure. That looks really pretty. All right. Now I'm going to hang up the bells. I got to take down these wind chimes. We have these hooks underneath our deck. So we're going to put those bells right where the wind chimes are. But wish me luck. John is really busy. He's down there doing some kind of repair, so I don't want to bother him. Let me see if I can do this on my own. Let's see if I can do it. All right, I'm now on my upper deck of my house. So our house is built into the side of a hill, so this is actually the second floor of my house, but we're up one story from ground level. But this would be like my second front door. I have two front doors, one above the other. So let's do the upstairs now. All right, well, I think that about does it for my decorating up here. And again, just to pan you around, we are so far off the road. Look how far off the road we are. We are so high up and far off the road that here comes here comes my baby. We're gonna pick a little bit of holly. I need it for the front table. We're gonna finish that. But look how small John looks. This is how far off the road we are. So the point is, we just do this for us. This is just for us to have fun. And then, yeah, let me walk you downstairs. I'll show you. We have all of our empty plant pots up here. I'll show you what the downstairs looks like. So yeah, this is, we got to go up these steps. It's a deck that's in the front of our house. So this is technically the door to our walkout basement. We have a finished off basement down here. So that's the door to that. So let me show you what this looks like. I think it looks really pretty. It's just for us. And it's lovely. Oh wow, you guys look at the snow. It's definitely snowing. This is crazy. All right, we're gonna pick some holly really quick and then in the house we go to make pierogis. All right, now we're gonna cut some holly for the table. Well, I'm gonna put them in those milk glass pitchers. So I'd say at least 14 inches, something like that, like longer sprigs. So we have these beautiful holly bushes, you guys.
Like that?
A little longer.
Like that?
Yeah.
Like that?
Minimum, yep. Look at this gorgeous holly tree we have. It is stunning. I don't know how we got so lucky to have it grow so good here, but it's literally the classic Christmas holly. So to have the kind of holly that makes berries, I think you have to have
Boy and girl.
a male and a female bush. And I'm not quite sure how you tell. I think you just have to rely on the labeling of it when you purchase them.
Or buy them when they have the berries on them.
Or buy them when they have the berries on them. Because then,
That's that.
so the one that has the berries is going to be which? The male or the female?
Girls make berries.
Girls make berries. Okay, so the girls make the berries and the boys do not. So we clearly have a boy and a girl.
Boys are worthless.
The girl is huge and the boy is over here in the front. He's really small and he has no berries. And so yeah, that's how they work. And yeah, so we're really lucky to get berries on ours. And it's just such a Christmassy, beautiful look. It's another Sunday, and John and I, well, let me actually pan out to outside. It's dreary out here in our neck of the woods, literally the woods. And so we're going to be taking our dogs out for a walk. But while we're out walking, John has prepared something that we're going to work on this afternoon. What you got here, babe?
Well, I don't want your listeners thinking that we're trying to become the new Perogi channel or anything. But it's my father's birthday next week.
Yes.
So we're making another batch of pierogi for his birthday.
Ooh.
You guys didn't need to see how to boil potatoes. You boil the potatoes for like 20 minutes.
Yep.
I did 5 potatoes.
5 potatoes, okay.
For 20 minutes. Then I added 5 cloves of garlic, 1 for each potato. And then you drain off most of the water. You leave some in the bottom so that it's not dry. Add butter, put the lid on, let the butter melt.
Ooh.
And then you whip them up with a little parsley, the fancy cracked pepper, and a little pink salt. And then we just have to let this get cold, 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 because we want it to be good to work with when we're filling our pierogis.
Okay, now your dad, Paul, this is his 85th birthday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're just doing something really special because it's a milestone birthday. So how it's going to go down is that we're going to make these potato garlic perogis, and then we also have a really beautiful pork roast, I believe, right? Is it a special kind or just pork roast?
Well, it's a bone-in loin roast, and it's a really good sized one, so it's gonna have some of the dark meat in it too.
Beautiful. So I think we'll show. I think this is going to be next weekend, and I think John is going to do some prep work on the roast here at the house he's not going to just bring it down there raw, do the whole thing there. But anyway, the point is to have a beautiful pork roast dinner with some really lovely different pierogi, some potato garlic, for John's father, my father-in-law's 85th birthday. Oh, I don't know. That's a milestone.
And like we said before,
Yep.
people who think making pierogies is a lot of work, this is saving me work.
Yes.
Because next week I get to focus just on the roast, and these will all be done and ready to go.
Yes. Did you guys see our pierogi for Thanksgiving? Comment below if you guys saw John sauteing them up. They were delicious. They were awesome. There wasn't anything left. Everybody ate them all. They were delicious. All right, so we're going to go take the dogs for a walk, and when we come back, many hours later, I'm going to make the dough with some modifications from last time. We'll talk about what we learned from last time, and we're going to spend the afternoon making some fun pierogis. You guys, so we have been working, as you have seen, and I did our dough. So I'm going to roll this out. John just took his potato mixture out of the, see, it came out good.
Fridge.
Out of the fridge. Hopefully, we're hoping that it's nice and sticky so that they will be a nice sticky, they'll stay inside the pierogi. I'm going to roll this out. He's going to get the water going, and I made a double batch because we want to make even more this time, but this doesn't look like a lot. I don't know, a double batch still looks kind of small to me. Anyway, that's okay. I'm going to get to rolling this out for our first batch. We're going to cut them out with this little mold thing that we have. And yeah, let's get the pierogi making. I'm showing you guys our monster pierogi.
The pierogi that time forgot.
The pierogi that time forgot. John said he's going to fry this thing up and it's going to be the only pierogi he's going to need. I believe it. Look at he's got basically an entire potato in there.
Yep, it's a one potato rogi.
Oh, it's okay. It's fine. I've seen these, it's like the Polish version of like a calzone.
That's what it's like.
As it is. I've seen it made online. I definitely have. So we're just going to have a big Polish calzone. It's going to be fun.
Heavy.
Don't get your oil.
We have finished our, what should we call this? Our premium pierogi batch. And looks like we got 14 here. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Plenty. We have plenty for 4 people for next weekend. So we are going to let these cool down and we're going to freeze them. Meanwhile, John is boiling up the ones we're going to eat tonight.
Yeah.
These are the double dough, so they're going to be a little, I guess, tough. They're not going to be as pillow soft as these pierogis, but that's okay. And this elephant pierogi, that's okay. We're going to fry it up in butter. They're going to be just fine. But yeah, so that's what we have for next weekend, and we'll show you when we fry those up. Maybe I'll show you when I fry these up tonight too. I'll probably show you what these look like when we're done with our dinner. This is the kind of Sunday that John and I love to have. I'm sure many of you do as well. But yeah, it's amazing to make yourself a lovely dinner. All right, well, that was a quick haul. My dogs are just like driving me crazy. They really need to go for a walk. It's funny how they will keep you on schedule. If you have dogs, you're not going to get away with not walking them, not waking up early in the morning, all the good things. That's okay. I absolutely love my dogs. No problem. Anyway, I got to run. Got to go give my dogs a walk. I hope you really enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed shopping with me at the Salvation Army. And I hope you enjoyed making another batch of pierogis with John and I. You can see what we do on our Sundays. We're always trying to cook up something delicious. And we decided, you know what? It's an awful, raining, cold, dreary Sunday day. What better way to spend it to make ourselves a lovely dinner and extra for my father-in-law's birthday next weekend. So we know he's going to enjoy the batch that we made of pierogis. Anyway, thank you for subscribing to my channel. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this content. It really helps me grow, and I will see you soon.